If you followed my journey this last year, you know one thing. I've been in the trenches, dozens and dozens of calls every week, if not every day, hundreds of conversations, thousands of objections, breakthroughs, dips, wins. And after analyzing it all, every transcript, every trend, every weak spot, I realized something very uncomfortable. We've been operating without one of the most powerful tools in modern sales, the pre-frame video. So in 2026, I'm rebuilding my entire sales system from the ground up, and I'm inviting you to watch me do it. For the last year, I've closed deals without a pre-call video. No authority primer, no expectation setting, no psychological warm-up, nothing. Just raw calls. And through that process, I was actually able to close $500,000 in revenue. And I can't wait to see what's going to happen with a pre-framed video. Now, while I did a lot right, we also did a lot of things the hard way. And I want to save you both time and money. So pay attention to this video, and I'm going to give you an absolute golden nugget at the very end. When I went into calls cold, while everyone else was in a guarded state, we would handle objections live. That should have been eliminated before the conversation ever started. We repeated the same context 100, maybe even 1,000 times because the prospect had zero shared frame when they actually entered that Zoom call. The truth is, I saw it not as a sales problem, it was a system problem. And the realization hit me when I joined a competitor's Zoom and they actually had a pre-framed video that gave me context as to what the call was actually going to be about. So the data from 2025 taught me something powerful, but it was actually undeniable. People don't show up ready. People don't show up trusting you, and people don't show up understanding what the value is in what you do. And people definitely never show up aligned with who they want to become. So every call starts at zero, zero trust, zero context, zero momentum. Meanwhile, we're expected to create clarity, confidence, certainty from scratch in like 45 minutes. What are all the top people in the world doing? They're creating content. They're creating that credibility. And those people come to their calls warmed up. So why not do it ourselves? Think about it. What if prospects walked into the call already somewhat transformed, warmed up a little bit, already aligned, already coached on how to think about their goal, their identity, and the outcomes they actually want? So in 2026, here's the experiment. We're going to be introducing a pre-Zoom video system to shape that prospect psychology before you ever talk to them on the call. Not a pitch, not to sell them, just to prepare them. What we want to do in one of these, and what I learned through years of working in the multi-level marketing industry, is we want to remove common objections, reset expectations, establish authority, build trust at scale, filter out low intent buyers, and prime real entrepreneurs for real transformations. This isn't theory. It's backed by data across marketing, psychology, and AI driven outbound. And now we're bringing it into your world. For the next 6 months, I'm treating this like a scientific experiment. What we're going to be measuring is the show up rate, objection frequency, objection type, time to yes, close rate, revenue per booked call, revenue per show, even emotional load and energy drain on me personally. Now, I've collected all of this data already through the last 6 months, and I showed you how to do that with your own custom GPT. And if you comment down below right now, Clarity Call, I'll send you over the Clarity Call Reflex Coach so that you can do the same thing with your current calls and track everything. And when we compare those results against what we did in 2025 to what we're going to do with the pre-call video in 2026, this isn't just content. This is going to be an actual case study in real time, a documented transformation of a sales system that already produces results, but is capable of much, much more with the right pre-frame architecture. I want you to think of this as something that's bigger than just a sales strategy. This is the evolution of human to human communication in a world where trust is extremely low. Attention is totally scattered. Skepticism is at all-time highs, and buyers arrive on these calls half defensive, half curious, and fully distracted. Let's just put it this way. You can't enter their world cold anymore. You're going to have to condition the frame before the conversation ever starts. This is what elite creators, elite entrepreneurs, and elite teams do. I was introduced to this concept by an amazing entrepreneur, Eli Wild. It's what he does. Now, I'm not totally positive that Alex Hormozy or Dan Martell does it, but I do know that they create a ton of content to do this exact same thing. Now, world-class closers and coaches, well, they want every advantage they can possibly get. So I want to implement this into my actual sequence so that we can actually improve our numbers moving into 2026. And maybe you, like me, haven't been using one of these pre-call videos. And now we're going to be fixing it together. So here's what I want to do. I want you to follow this experiment. Watch the data change. Watch the conversations change. Watch me change as a strategist, as a communicator, as a creator, as a builder, and do it along with me. Because the truth is, you're watching the real-time evolution of an entire system, one that will define how we close deals in 2026 and beyond. If you're building your own brand, working on your own offer, or maybe you're building an outbound machine to get new deals done, what we discover here could save you months, maybe even years of lost sales and revenue. So let's lock in and build this together. This is the next chapter. It's a smarter chapter. It's a more intellectual chapter. And I'm filming this entire transformation so that you can learn from it. Not the polished version, the real version. All right. And if you stayed here to the end, what was that golden nugget? Well, the golden nugget was I just pre-framed you to stick around and learn that the next video is actually going to be us recording this live. So stay tuned, subscribe, and drop us a comment, and I'll see you in the next one.